Hi, in this video we'll learn how to solve system of equations by elimination method. So in elimination method, what you do is you look for the same coefficients of the same variable. That is most important. So you look for the same coefficient of the same variable. So here you can see that the variable is a here in both the equations and the coefficient is 2 here. So you have the same coefficient for the same variable. Then what you see is the next thing you look here is if they have the same sign or the opposite signs. So if they have the same signs, then you will have to subtract the equations. If they have the opposite signs, then you add the equations. So here we have same signs, so we'll have to subtract the equations to equation to eliminate one variable. Okay, so here we will well, these are not aligned, so let's align them first. So I have let's write 2a plus 5b is equal to 6. And then I'll write this equation, which is 2a. I'll write I have to align the like terms so that it's easier for me to solve. Plus 9b is equal to 22. Now we know that we have to subtract the equations because we have the same coefficient for the same variable and they have the same signs. So we'll subtract here. Now you have to see, is it okay to subtract this equation from this equation? Is it okay to subtract the second equation from the first equation? So what happens if you subtract the second equation from the first equation? You will end up with the negative values because 5b minus 9b will be negative 4b and 6 minus 22 will be negative 16, and we don't like to deal with the negative numbers because there we always make mistakes. So that's why what I'm going to do is I will subtract this equation from the second equation. So I'll subtract the first equation from second equation. So just changing the order. So here I will write this equation first and then I'll write this equation since I have to subtract this from this. So I will write 2a plus 9b is equal to 22. And then I'll write 2a plus 5b is equal to 6. Now you can see that it's easier to subtract and I'll get all positive values. And you can also subtract subtract this equation from this equation, but you'll end up with the negative results. And if you're okay to solve with all the negative signs, you can do that. Here, what happens is 2a minus 2a. Now, we have to make sure that we are subtracting. So 2a minus 2a will be 0. So I will just leave here. Then 9b minus 5b. Since I'm subtracting, I have to distribute this negative sign, right? So 9b minus 5b. 9b minus 5b will be 4b. This is equal to 22 minus 6 will be 16. So I have 4b equals 16. Now, let's write 4b equals 16. Now, I want b by itself. And you can see that I've already eliminated a from here. It's easier to use the elimination method here because you have the same coefficients. But if you have, suppose if you have any variable which has a coefficient of 1 or negative 1, you will have to use the substitution method. So now what we have to do is we want b by itself, so we'll divide both sides by 4. And 4 divided by 4 will be just 1, so I'll write b here. On the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, 16 divided by 4 will be 4. So b is equal to 4. This is my value of b. Now I can plug in this value in any of the equations here. You can pick any equation. So let's pick the first equation because we have smaller values here. So 2a plus 5b is equal to 6. It doesn't matter which equation you pick, you will still get the same answer. So here I have 2a and I'll plug in the value of b here. So 5 times b is 4, so I'll write 4 here is equal to 6. This will be 2a, 5 times 4 will be 20 is equal to 6. And then I have to solve this for a. If I have to solve this for a, I have to get rid of 20 from the left-hand side. So I'll subtract 20 on both the sides. Subtract 20. And here you get 2a because positive 20 and negative 20 will cancel out each other. And on the right-hand side, 6 minus 20 will give you negative 14. Now, I want a by itself, so I will divide both sides of the equation by 2. So I will have a on the left side, on the right hand side, 14 divided by 2 will be 7, and I have the negative sign in front of 14, so I'll put the negative sign because negative 14 divided by 2 will be negative 7. So the value of a is negative 7. So here, I can write this in ordered pair. I have a and b, and a will go first, so I will write the x coordinate first, which is a, and then the y. So that is b, which is 4 here. So my answer will be negative 7 comma 4. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you with next video.